What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Movie Club. As always, we are your bad movie boys, Matt, Tommy, and Collie. There's been this comedian blowing up TikTok recently. Maybe you've heard of him. His name is Matt Rife. Whether you've stumbled upon his hilarious jokes on TikTok,
Is my ex here? What the fuck?
seen his tour announcement ad before watching literally anything on YouTube, or recognize him as Leo from Stalked by My Doctor 4,
Doc, I gotta ask, have I ever seen you on TV before?
No, I just have one of those faces, I guess.
but we bet you haven't seen him in this terrible horror movie about the dangers of TikTok. This movie opens up with a sick TikTok prank. This here's Wayne, and he's somehow wearing high heels and a dress and some fishnets on a remote island. Sick prank, bro. Got me so good, I was admitted to a mental hospital and now have mandatory daily therapy.
Got him. Oh, look, guys are filming me while I'm in lingerie and fishnets and high heels. So what? That doesn't happen to you twice a calendar year. You're not even living your life. You guys are so lucky I can't stand up right now.
So let's meet the main characters of this impending disaster. We've got the two characters who might as well be the same person, Julie and Tabitha, who are just dancing to what I can really only describe as trash.
So my mom woke me up and she went on a plane. I had the house to myself, car keys to the beam. Brush my teeth, comb my hair, put my lipstick on. Having a party tonight, should I put on the thong? Party, oh, we're having a party. Get a smoky bitch poppin', bottle pop a crowd jumpin'. Party, oh, we're having a party.
Well, I'm not sure I've ever heard somebody read their lyrics off of a sheet before, but like...
Oh, yeah, wow, it's about to be a party. Such a good party. Yeah, this party's gonna be great.
Wait.
Then there's Beth, whose character is described as a loner with huge knockers.
Until she grew those.
That's my girl.
Hey,
Let's
Ika
use
girl.
those knockers.
Hello?
Darren, played by our boy Matt Rife, who I will say is actually the best actor in this movie by a landslide.
What happened? Did your subscription to carpetmuncher.com expire?
Eat me, asshole.
You wish.
Darren is a fuckboy who throws a football. Then next up is Aiko, who doesn't get a description.
And then that's Aiko. Hey, Aiko girl.
Hey, Chica, what's up? I like your hair.
And this is Albert.
Albert went global for his teen angst. Whatever the fuck that means. Albert is like the silly, funny prankster we saw at the beginning who was terrorizing a minority. And he terrorized him so bad he had to be institutionalized. And finally, Jeremy, clearly a member of an early 2000s boy band who also throws the football.
Throws the football in ninth grade when it matters most. And everybody cares that you throw a football. It's something they constantly try to remind you of with the generic jersey that's just plastered behind him and the little cheesy trophy that's directly in front of him.
Before we get into like the movie itself, I just want to talk about the big elephant in the room for this movie, and that is how some parts of this movie are filmed that made me physically uncomfortable. And like, here's an example.
I'm gonna cover you in chocolate sauce. I'm gonna put cherries on your nipples and sprinkles down your treasure trail.
They spend at least 30% of the movie looking into the camera.
It's so weird. It's like first-person porn videos.
Well, you can't. I'm studying.
They didn't get the memo where it's like, it's only clever if it's actually a phone, or if they treat the camera like a phone, not like set up at eye height across the table, and then you show the actual laptop and it's on the fucking table.
There's also no other good way to say this other than just sounding like a boomer, but I'm just going to power through it. The teens use this app called InstaTalk, an app where you can send each other moments, and moments last as long as the sender wants them to, sort of like Snapchat. Julie's studying for her SATs when she gets a moment from Albert. And let's just see what sick prank Albert, the funny one, has got up his sleeves today.
It's okay. It's okay. Whatever you do, just
Oh my god.
You just got pranked, bro.
The killer has a little fun with it, though. He adds a little flair in his next death message. I really want to know what the rationale behind that was. Why the guy put that in there.
Kind of like a clip art dog. Right, Like, yeah. You couldn't find something.
Not stupid.
Yeah, it was adorable.
Julie and Tabitha are the only ones who received the message because Tabitha's boyfriend, Darren, played by Matt Rife, is busy having cyber sex with Beth. And we learn a little bit more about Beth's character here. She's not just a loner with huge knockers.
Baby, I always said you were good in the kitchen.
I'm great in every room.
Even the bathroom. I'm a fucking pro on the shitter. Kitchen, Gordon Ramsay. Bedroom, also like Gordon Ramsay. Bathroom, Joey Chestnut of Taking Fat Dumps. Tabitha calls Darren, her actual boyfriend, to come over because of Albert's video, and Albert has posted some interesting pranks in the past.
Is it the doggy threesome rim job?
It's not him happy slapping a homeless man or crapping in a water fountain, okay?
Pooping in water fountains? I wanted some clarity. Like, is it like a fountain like in a park where he's just like squatting over the water, just pooping? Or is it literally like a drinking fountain where he just got out there and dropped a big fat mud pie? I mean, with this obvious penchant for including animals, it had to have been like a doggy fountain, like at ankle level, and he just took a massive dump on it. Definitely channeled Beth for that massive dump.
So one of the bottle filler ones. So he's just taking a shit as it's constantly bidetting him.
Pressed ham against the back of the machine.
The crew, minus Aiko, who the movie has completely forgotten about at this point, meet up at Tabitha's house. And for no reason at all, Beth just runs straight into Tabitha's dad's arms. And then Tabitha's dad gives her his business card.
Beth, wait a sec. Look, I'm sorry for what that kid did to you. I know how boys can be. If you just need someone to talk to, I'm a pretty good listener, and my phone's always on.
Thanks. Tabitha's dad.
Yeah.
Ew.
It wouldn't be a movie club movie if we did not have an older man trying to hook up with an underage girl. Yep.
Yeah, we have to start watching good movies where we know this isn't part of the theme, like Leon the Professional.
Remember Wayne from the beginning? The guy who was institutionalized when he was pranked? He is on the loose now.
Wayne? Wayne?
They decide to meet at Skyjack Gyms, which, despite the establishing shots of the restaurant with a banner that has a website, this is not a real place. And my disappointment was immeasurable.
Just get your ass over to Skyjacks, okay? Aiko wants all of us together.
fine.
There's a weird subplot in this cafe scene about Jeremy, where they like hype him up about how much he peaked at high school, but also talk about what kind of a shithead he is now.
I can only imagine how hard this is. Football star.
In ninth grade.
Scholarship. And now what? You can't let that injury define you. There are other paths. You were a winner.
He used to throw the ball so good, but now hurt his knee, now on drugs, sell drugs. Sell so many drugs in public that Officer Doofy calls him out on it.
Jeremy, may I have a word with you, please?
I'm just drinking coffee.
Now. Just limit your activities here today to just purchases.
Collie, this is where your favorite scene happens, the Aiko clip. Sickest joke in the entire movie.
You're totally tragic. I am not pathetic. What was that? Sorry. Cannabis Central closed at 4:19 today, so.
I think that's maybe why they left Aiko out of this entire movie, because she kept doing improv, and the director was like, please, God, stop. It's not funny.
Matt Rife is watching this as it happens. He's like, she dies next, right? And the director's like, no. And he's like, she dies next, right? He's, I think we can make a rewrite.
So speaking of Aiko, and yes, Matt Rife probably telling the director to just kill her off immediately. She goes home and she posts an update on Instatalk that is literally a picture of her that says, "I'm home alone." And then guess what happens? This movie does not do a good job of sort of keeping you on the edge of your seat on the whodunit portion of the murders, because she locks the killer inside her house and then the killer is all of a sudden in her pool behind her. So we've got a Scream situation, right? There's two killers here, clearly.
I feel like we may be ruling out teleportation a little too early.
The next day, they all get together. They have a new moment.
Holy shit! Dude, that's Aiko!
Oh my god.
In the span of a few days, two of the group's best friends have been brutally murdered on camera. So naturally, there's only one thing to do. Party!
Your party? Dude, one of your best friends was murdered last night. You have to cancel it.
You out of your mind? Even if I wanted to, which I don't, my parents are back in 3 days. Canceling is not an option.
Darren's Rager is the hottest party of the summer. It's got everything. 6-to-1 girl-to-guy ratio, a DJ, 2 grade schoolers, and best of all, Darren's not even there. Darren's too busy getting filmed dry humping Beth with his shoes on. It's crazy though. Darren forgot about his own party, and I feel like there's something else that the group might be forgetting about.
Julie, Aiko's memorial service is in 30 minutes, and you're here at a party. What the hell is wrong with you?
Whoopsie doodles. Beth is upset then because Darren breaks up with her after they do like a whole makeout sesh. Darren's like, "Beth, I can't be with you anymore. I love Tabitha. Look at how much I love Tabitha. That's why I'm having sex with you."
Okay, we've had a lot of fun, but I don't want to do this anymore. I don't know how much more obvious I could possibly be.
Beth is distraught and she goes and fucks Tabitha's dad. I don't even need to look it up. I know that guy's the director.
I think like the casting went like something like this, like, guys, you know, you see Beth, like, she's pretty attractive. We need a character, like, we need someone to play Tabitha's dad who is going to have sex with her. Now, like, does anyone want to do it? Like, should, like, guys who, me, I'll do it. I'll direct myself.
It's the weirdest thing. I forgot to cast this part. I guess I'll just do it myself.
We've kind of breezed through the first hour of this movie because like a lot of nonsense happens, but I think the movie also realized it, because I feel like at this point in the movie they were like, uh-oh, we still have a lot of people left to kill. And like almost within a minute, Beth goes outside, the guy kidnaps her, and he's like, "I also killed Darren." And then he goes in and kills the dad, all within one scene.
We need to talk, Peter. Sit down. To use a reference more age-appropriate for you than Beth, can you hear me now? With a single keystroke, your new Instatalk page goes live along with the moment you had fantasized about for years. How was it? Daddy?
He's like, "I don't care if you share that, it's fucking awesome.
I actually know quite
It's
a
the
bit.
best moment of my life."
Yeah, right, yeah. My hand's gonna be sore from all the high fives I get.
Did you guys notice when he replays the video and he's like, "I'm gonna share this to everybody"? How close was the killer standing and filming?
Every time
Yeah.
they show the killer, he's in the fucking room.
Yeah,
like,
right?
clearly visible.
Disregard that boom mic.
Another one. When Darren and Beth are dry humping on the bed, you're not gonna see a black clad hooded person with a mask on with their face pressed against the fucking window. Like, on a bright sunny day, it's the only dark silhouette in the fucking window, and you're not gonna see that.
The questions I'd be asking are, who took that video of me fucking Beth?
Did you guys notice something with that scene? Other than how hilarious it was? The killer despite having his voice heavily modified, has a British accent.
Yep. And so far, there's only one in the movie.
Validation, or even self-worth, is to be found in the likes and clicks of strangers on their smartphones?
They probably wouldn't leave something so obvious in this movie.
Right, yeah, it's got to be a curveball, right? Right?
I don't remember how they find Beth, but they find Beth.
Is that blood? Oh my god. Open the trunk. Oh my god!
Julie is freaked out, so Julie goes to hide at Jeremy's house because Jeremy is her boyfriend. I don't know if we said that. How did Jeremy hide all that weed?
He closed the door.
I don't think he hid it because the police knew about it and Aiko knew about it. Pretty much everybody but his girlfriend knew that he grew weed and sold it.
And the best is his defense when there's like a very illegal amount of weed. Even in weed legal states, this is like fucking like drug trafficking amounts.
Yeah.
And Julie's like, Jeremy, what the hell? And he's like, my knee. I hurt my knee. So I needed to grow 170,000 pounds of weed.
Don't move. Julie, oh shit, honey.
Who the hell are you, Jeremy? Do I even know you anymore?
I need it. It's for my knee.
You say for my knee or for my
There's a
knee?
shitload of baggies in there and a fucking scale. Do you think I'm an idiot?
It's been a while since we've seen Darren, so let's find out what he's up to. And oh fuck, it's Albert. Oh my god. We literally had no idea, and definitely did not immediately call it when they didn't find a body.
You think Albert faked his own death and then did this for more clout?
Yeah.
Several times during the movie, we solved the fucking movie.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Oh no, he's not working alone. We definitely didn't call that either. So we've got a Scream situation, right? There's two killers here, clearly.
She's the killer, I'm calling it now.
And drop a big fat mud pie.
Wait, is this a British guy's voice?
Is it the doctor?
It's the British guy.
Julie gets another moment on InstaTalk of Tabitha now being kidnapped. And Julie is like, well, I'm not going to do anything about this. So she goes and hides in Jeremy's house where Wayne shows up. What you're about to see is what happens when you let a TikTok influencer hold a gun.
Julie! Don't.
I will say this about this scene. On list of unexpected sudden deaths, first and foremost is Leo in The Departed.
I am killing you.
Second is Brad Pitt in Bird After Reading. And then third is fucking Wayne. It just gets domed out of nowhere.
No!
Julie sent the text message to Jeremy, be like, Wayne's here. Like, so he's not just coming in and shooting a random black person in his home. Although
it does seem like that.
It really does seem like that. And like the fact that the movie doesn't end with him at least going to jail is kind of problematic because he totally don't.
There's
Wayne.
so many reasons why Jeremy should be in jail. One, his name's Jeremy. Sorry, that's a troublemaker name. Two, he grew so much weed in his house. So much weed. Three, the cops know that he grows and sells weed. Four, he had two guns that he obtained illegally, one of which he killed someone who he had previously tormented in the past. And then, as we see in the next scene, he has a bloody screwdriver in his car, which is a murder weapon, even though we find out, like, well, Julie sees this and she obviously thinks, like, uh-oh, my boyfriend is the killer.
Julie?
Jeremy, go away! If you don't go away, I'm gonna call the cops!
So Julie stabs him. She stabs Jeremy, but Jeremy's not the killer, right? We know, us being cool detectives know that the stupid British guy, therapist, is the killer. But there actually is a twist here that got all of us, and that is Julie gets kidnapped, and it's not by the therapist.
She's the killer. I'm calling it now.
Got it? Alright.
What the hell?
Stop crying.
All right, go
Cry.
out.
Stop. I don't know, I feel like it's just...
This movie's so dumb. This movie's so goddamn dumb. Tabitha, Albert, and the British guy, all of them are killers.
Where are you, crazy bitch?
Julie fighting Tabitha is such an unfair one-sided fight because Tabitha weighs maybe a quarter of how much Julie weighs, and Julie is a fucking beast. And Julie just fucking wails on Tabitha and beats the shit out of her.
Looking for these? This ends now, bitch!
Julie literally takes a boulder and just smacks her in the chest with it.
Julie's like, my Taekwondo instructor is Ronda Rousey, and my yoga instructor is Mike Tyson. Unfortunately, we find out Jeremy's not dead. He didn't die in the stabbing. He picks Julie up from the hospital, and we get a very touching Gen Z style relationship moment. But that's not all. There's still a little bit more to this movie. Tabitha is in therapy, and we get a reveal that none of us saw coming.
It's you. It's really you.
As the only British person in this movie, did you know I was the other killer?
This is the movie's over. Like, honestly, like, Julie obviously broke up with Jeremy and got together with weird neighborhood girl, because at the end she posts an Insta talk that she's done. She doesn't like it. If they want to get in contact with her, to email her. And then her and her teen toddler walk off into heaven.
And she leaves her phone at home, so she won't go on any social medias, but like, I hope there's not an emergency or something that people need to get in touch with her.
Yeah, this movie not good. Not good at all. Matt Rife doesn't even really get to be fun. One, he doesn't even really get to be in it. Like, he's in it for like a few moments. He's not really all that funny, and he misses his own party, which is kind of sad.
I do have a stupid little tidbit I caught. I did catch the special thanks section of the credits. You know who the director thanked?
The Olsen twins.
No, but it was someone who was featured as a child actor in a movie.
Haley Joel Osment.
The director thanked the bully from A Christmas Story.
Why?
I don't know.
Maybe because he bullied him.
I think this is by far the worst social media bad movie we've ever watched.
You know, at this point, as much as we all hated this, I will point out, like those famous director and actor combinations, like, you know, Scorsese and De Niro, or Scorsese and Leo, you have David Lipper and Matt Rife, because there's another movie with the two of them.
Oh no. Wait, let me guess. Okay. He did social media with Matt Rife. So this one has to be like
camping.
I was just gonna say that. I was gonna say retreat. I was gonna say like teen retreat. Damn it.
It's close. I think it's called Wolf Mountain.
Yes!
Oh, look at us. We know more about the director than he knows about himself.
Hey, there's a writer's strike. I feel like there's jobs for us right now. Let's go. We could get paid nothing to do a bunch of hard work. That'd be fun. All right, that's it for this movie. Well, I don't think you guys gave it ratings. My rating is this movie is ass. Do not watch it under any circumstance.
This movie is 2 times the director's ass.
Thanks.
I guess I'll give it a butt cheek and a half. Then I'll split the difference.
It's amazing they made a movie about a killer so boring. I don't think there was even any point. That's something maybe I want to touch on before we end this, is that the murders happened at seemingly random times and at random events, that there was never any suspense where you were like, uh-oh, this person shouldn't be doing that because they might get murdered. It was like Beth walks outside and they're like, hey, we already killed Darren and now I'm going to kill you and also the guy you just had sex with. And it's like, oh, okay.
Well, maybe that's because murders in real life happen at any time without any suspense.
All right, well, that's it. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone. If you like this review, please subscribe and join the movie club. And we will see you next time. Our next video is going to be Stalked by My Doctor 3. I cannot wait for this. I'm so excited. Dr. Albert Beck is back. And we will see y'all then. Have a good one.
Bye.
Yeah.